Guys, Marco here, welcome to another fingerpicking lesson. Today I want to show you how we can play a very simple chord progression in G major. We're going to play some basic chords in G major, then we're going to add the melody around the chords. Guys, simple stuff is always awesome to play on guitar, especially if it sounds beautiful. You don't need crazy things, you don't need to play crazy stuff and crazy chords in order to play something beautiful, okay? So we're going to check the chords. You can get the tab for everything that I play in this lesson, and also you can subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons. Now, we're going to have a close-up and we're going to get started. Now, the chord progression is very simple. We have G major, E minor, C major, and D major. And we covered already this chord progression many times, but today what I want to focus on is how can we make these chords beautiful. So we're going to start with the finger picking pattern that can really make these chords ring out beautifully. So you want to put down the first chord, the G major, which is low E string fret 3 and the B string fret 3, and then we're going to play it like this. Okay, so the finger picking pattern goes like this. You have thumb on the low E string, the B string with the middle finger, then you have the thumb on the D string and the index on the G string, and we're going to repeat that 3 times. And then I have the melody, which is the B string fret 3, 1, open, open. So now memorize the finger picking pattern because it's going to be the same throughout the melody. And then next chord, E minor 7. So I have D string fret 2 and the B string fret number 3, same finger picking pattern. 6, 2, 4, 3. And then I have the melody, which is the B string fret number 3, 1, open, and the fret number 1, okay? We move on to the third chord, which is the C major chord. So you want to play the last note, which is the B string fret number 1. And then you want to put down the A string fret 3 and the D string fret number 2. And you play the same finger picking pattern. Okay, so it's 5, 2, 4, 3. Repeat it 3 times, and then you have so the melody goes B string fret number 1, open, G string open, and the fret number 2. And we're gonna play the D major chord. So now for the D major chord, we're only playing on 3 strings, and we have D, G string fret 2, and the B string fret 3. And the finger picking pattern goes like this. You have D, 4, 2, 4, 3. And you want to repeat that. So you repeat that twice, and then you're going to let the bass note ring out. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then play this beautiful melody on the B string fret 7, E string open, B string fret 7 again, and fret 8. So this melody closes the first part. Practice the chords and the melody, and then move on to the part number 2 when you feel ready. Now the idea here is to keep the same melodic phrase, the same finger picking pattern, but with different chords. So we're gonna have G, E minor, C, D. So it's a nice idea, different chords, a little bit more challenging. So the first chord was G major. We're going to play a G major like this, the D string fret number 5, the G string fret 7, B string open, and the E string fret number 7. Okay, root note 5, third and third. Beautiful chord. The finger picking pattern is the same. This time the thumb is on the D string. So you have 4, 1, 3, and 2. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then you have the phrase, which is going to be played on the E string, fret number 7, 8, 10, and then I'm playing the fret number 10 on the B string, and I quickly slide to the fret number 12. So, and I'm playing the E minor chord. Now this E minor is a funny one because it's kind of a weird position. So I'm playing the B string fret number 12, the G string open, and the D string fret number 9, okay? Finger picking pattern is the same. Once you slide, then you have 6, 2, 4, 3. And you repeat that 3 times. Then I have the phrase again. So 7, 8, 10, and the B string fret number 8. And I'm moving into a C major chord. So now this is a beautiful sweet chord. It's the D string fret 10, the G string open, the B string fret number 8, and the E string fret number 10. Okay, finger picking pattern is the same: 4, 1, 3, and 2. So. And then we have the last phrase, which is E string fret number 10, 8, 7, and B string fret number 10, simultaneously with the D string open. Then I have the D string open, fret 12, D string open, and fret 13. So. If you like it, you can also slide into this fret 10. So, and this phrase close the part number 2. Practice the chords, guys. I see you on part number 3. Now, part number 3 has a completely different chord progression, which goes like this: E minor, C major, G major, and D. And we're gonna play like this. Alright, first chord is E minor, and I'm playing the low E string, B string fret number 7, 8, and the E string fret number 10. It's a beautiful chord. You can actually play, rather than melodically, like this, you could actually play the chord, which is this one. Beautiful chord. But rather than just play the whole thing like this, harmonically like a chord, we're gonna play it melodically. So you have low E string, 7, 8, and 10. So you have the whole thing twice. Now the second chord is C. So you play the D string fret number 10, which is your root note. And then you have the B string fret number 7, 8, and the E string fret number 10. So then you play the bass note again, and you have the E string fret number 8, 7, and B string fret number 8. So G major chord. So low E, A string fret number 10, G string open, B string fret number 8, 10, fret number 7 on the E string, and back to the B string fret number 8. And the D chord, which is the B string fret number 10 and the D string open, fret number 8. You slide all the way up to fret 13 and fret 12. Once you slide to fret 13, you want to play the bass note again. Then you have E minor again, C, So the E minor, the C major, and the G major stay the same. And when you get to the D, it's slightly different. You have B string fret number 10 and D string open, 8, and you slide all the way down to the fret number 3. You want to hear the slide, it's kind of nice. And as you get into the fret number 3, you want to pluck the string. Okay, so. And the last chord, G major. You repeat that 4 times. 6, 2, 4, 3. Pattern 4 times. Slow down. And a beautiful G major chord. Enjoy this lesson, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.